Welcome to ATG Pharma. Today we're going to be using our RoboCAP RL-300 VF to fill cartridges. We're going to be showing you guys how to fill the system with oil, prime the nozzle for filling, change over the wetted components, flush the system with ethanol, and finally change over from our VF to our peristaltic pump. Let's get started. To start your production run, remove the tri-clamp and add your oil to our stainless steel pressure vessel. All of our pressure vessels can be heated up to 100 C and are compatible with all distillates, resins, and rosins. Once you're done filling the vessel, put the lid back on and secure the tri-clamp. Make sure the tri-clamp is nice and tight so that there's no air leaks. We're now ready to pressurize the vessel. By opening up the regulator, the VF nozzle can be pressurized up to 15 PSI to allow you to run at lower operating temperatures to get your product flowing. Open the shutoff valve and pressurize the vessel. Open the shutoff valve at the base of the vessel to begin the nozzle priming process. We're gonna go over to our 8000D air controller to start priming the nozzle. So the back pressure in our vessel is pushing product towards the VF nozzle. We're gonna use our 8000D air controller. You see we're starting to get some flow in the VF syringe. You wanna wait till that syringe is full and just do a waste dispense into a cup. You're gonna wanna dispense a few shots to get the product flowing prior to your production run. On to calibration. We're gonna press the purge button on the front of the RoboCAP to draw product into the syringe and dispense into a 1 ml cartridge. So we're a little low below where we wanna fill to. So we're gonna use our stroke adjustment knob to increase the dispense volume of the system. And we'll test the dispense again. Dispense, and we hit our desired volume. We've primed the lines, we've calibrated our nozzle, we uploaded our program to the RoboCAP. Now it's time to start filling carts. So we've completed our production run. All of our carts have been filled. We're gonna purge the remaining product from our pressure vessel and into our reclaim cup. We're gonna come over here to our 8000D. We're gonna press the mode button to switch from manual to cycle mode and press shot to start. This is gonna automatically cycle the VF, purging the remaining product. So we just about purged all the product out of the system. We're now gonna stop cycling our 8000D, depressurize the system, and add our hot water and ethanol mix to the vessel to do a system purge. So we're gonna depressurize our tank, remove the tri-clamp, take the lid off. You're gonna add about half a cup of hot water and ethanol to the system. Add the lid back on, put the tri-clamp back on, and repressurize the tank. So our system is now pressurized and heated again. We're gonna cycle our 8000D until the ethanol and water solution is cycling through the system. So our ethanol purge is now complete. Our vessel, lines, check valve, and syringe are clean. For those customers that require a deeper clean, we're now gonna get into changing over our wetted components and getting ready for the next run. So I'm gonna loosen these thumb screws here, take off this clamp, same thing down here for the check valve, and simply remove the syringe and check valve altogether. We're gonna take off our stretch coil heater and disconnect the product tubing from the dual check valve by pushing on the press to release fitting and set our syringe and check valve off to the side. We're gonna continue to remove our stretch coil heater, again, releasing the tubing from the push to connect fitting, and make sure it's closed prior to doing this, so no drips come out of the system. You wanna pull the tubing through the stretch coil heater and set this aside. And making sure our air pressure is off, we're gonna remove the 6mm tubing. We'll remove our 1 gallon heater. So we've got our 6mm product tubing, our dual check valve and syringe, and 1 gallon vessel. Everything that's contacted by product can be taken off of the system in minutes. So now we're gonna do a deep clean on our 5 ml syringe and dual check valve that we took off the machine. First, you're gonna remove the syringe from the check valve. We're then gonna take off the bottom fitting on the dual check valve. Just release that with a crescent wrench. Hold it over an ethanol or isopropyl bath, diluted with at least 50% water. maybe some small components falling out of the equipment, so you're going to want to make sure to hold that over the ethanol bath. Next, we're going to remove the side fitting. Same thing, holding that over the bath. Place those components in the bath. Finally, we're going to remove the plunger from the syringe. We're going to take the lure fitting off of the base of our syringe and put it into the alcohol bath. Be sure that these components don't soak for more than 20 minutes and that they're dried with a lint-free cloth. We're now going to load our quick changeover kit onto our RoboCAP and get back to production. So we have our 5 ml syringe, our 1 gallon pressure vessel, product tubing, dual check valve, and cannula. We're going to put these onto the machine first by assembling the dual check valve and syringe, putting the cannula on the lure tip of the dual check valve. We're going to put this entire assembly into the VF nozzle in the same position on the RoboCAP. Using these thumb screws, we're going to secure the dual check valve and syringe in place. These components can be installed without the use of tools and in a matter of seconds. Next, we're going to put the heat wrap on the 1 gallon vessel and secure with the Velcro strap. We're going to attach our product tubing to the base of the vessel first in the push-in fitting, then attach to the dual check valve. And finally, we're going to wrap our product tubing with our stretch coil heater. We've fully changed over our 301 VF using our clean quick changeover components. We can now run a new production run. Now that we've cleaned and changed over the system, we're going to remove our VF nozzle and add on our peristaltic pump on the same RoboCAP RL-300 platform. Let's get started. The first step to switch over to our peristaltic system, remove the VF nozzle from the T-bar, unhook the air connections, remove the 1 gallon vessel, temperature controllers, 8000D, and air filtration system. We've replaced that equipment with our peristaltic pump and pump controller. The first step to setting up this nozzle is mounting the number 24 check valve holder onto the T-bar. Once in position, tighten down the screws to make sure the nozzle stays in place. Next step is to insert our number 24 check valve with our number 24 tubing. We're going to loosen the front screw and insert the number 24 check valve. Once in place, tighten down our front screw. With the E-stop engaged on the RoboCAP, push the head to the far right side of the unit. Take the other end of the silicone tubing and insert it into the pump head. Once inserted, close the pump head. Insert the other end of the tubing into the product vessel that you wish to dispense. Load up your tray full of bottles onto the RoboCAP, insert into the feet until they're locked in position, and you're ready to start filling. I hope you enjoyed this overview of our volumetric filler and peristaltic pump quick changeover. Please reach out to an ATG Pharma representative for more information.